I'm chatting to Steve Cunningham, manager of Colne FC, on well, difficult conditions tonight, Steve, but it's all about the points, and we came away with the points.
Yeah, sorry I'm laughing. Chris Lynch has just walked past, and I don't know what was worse, the pitch or his performance. No, it was. No, listen, that was a very tough game. Tough conditions. You've only got to look at the pitch, but and it's crisping up. It's ice, but it was the same for both teams. It was a scrap. There wasn't much between the teams because I thought both teams had loads of chances. It's just that we had a keeper that was just like Superman today, and he doesn't often get as much credit. It's always about the young lads, but I felt that Hakan's won us the game today. There's no doubt, or at least I think we were worthy of a point minimum. But he's won us the 3 points, and he's been a massive performance tonight.
Because I know there was one moment in the first half there. I thought the chap had actually headed it onto the post, but it was Hakan who put it onto the post.
Well, I turned around. There was 2 saves that he's made where I've turned around thinking they'd scored, and I'm effing and jeffing to my assistant Paul, and he's gone, "What's up with you?" And then we've turned around and everyone's all cheering. So no, he's made 4, 5, 6 wonder saves. But I've said it there at half time. That's what I'm paying for. But at that point, I can't take away his performance. I thought he was top draw. But when you look at the game as a whole, both teams had loads of chances, and I think considering the conditions and the people that have come and paid to come and watch, I think they've been entertained to a decent game. I thought the level was decent from both teams. It was a good game for both. Both teams worked hard. They tried to play. I mean, even they didn't fucking see you later, lads. They didn't just boom it. They just play. But to be fair, it was a good game. But it's a win.
Yeah, there were moments in there where we just drifted off the pace a little bit, and we allowed Skelmersdale back into it, and at the end they could have quite easily got a draw out of tonight's game.
Well, in the first half, we've gone 1-0 up early doors, and I thought we started off really well in the game. I thought we were really on the front foot, and then we just seemed to sit in, and we was under Kosh. Hakan's made them 2-3 saves, but then we've scored against the run of play right on half time, and then you're thinking to yourself, you know what? It makes it a little bit more comfortable coming out in second half, and we didn't change anything, but second half come out and we just seemed a little bit sloppy, not clearing our lines. We weren't tracking runners, people doing the wrong things, and we didn't do the basics that Paul had said at half time. He insisted if you just do the basics and keep a clean sheet, win the game comfortably, and we made the game difficult for a period, but then I think the last 20 minutes it sort of died a death a little bit anyway. I think we, apart from the goal that they scored, and apart from that one save from Hakan, they didn't really cause any problems in the second half, but it was a scrappy game, it was a tough game, and then we've gone up and we should have scored 2 or 3. And fair play to Connor Hughes, who went on and so lively. He really did give us a different dimension, which is good because I've now got something I can bring off, whereas we didn't have that a few weeks ago. Yeah,
and of course another good performance at the back for the young lad, is it Hollins from Rochdale?
Yeah, he did really well. I mean, he's a young lad and he's still getting to know our team. And I can hear him and Chris. Now, I feel sorry for Chris Lynch because he's been brilliant for me all season. And he's took it hard today because of how bad he was. And he was shocking. I could have done better than Chris Lynch today. But you know what? Chris Lynch has been brilliant. And I roasted him last year. See you, Sue. See you, H.
See ya.
See you later, mate. Tell him off, Sue. Not running hard enough. But no, I gave him loads of grief last year, and I felt sorry for him. And then today we've got a different approach because it's his first really bad game. But when you've got someone like next to him, see you later, fellas. Just talking about you now, how well you played, Andy. But no, he did. He played really well, and he looked after Chris Lynch. But Al Coleman sitting in at right back, he's a centre half, did a great job because they have 2 great threats down the sides with pace, and I felt Al Coleman dealt with that really well. And Pewey, sometimes like last year, the year before, Pewey was different class, and he stood out above everybody. Now we've got a couple of players that are doing well, but you forget what Pewey does in the team because you expect it now every week. Whereas when he was doing performance like, oh, how good's Lee Pugh, it becomes his standard now.
You're always going to get a 7 out of 10.
Or 8s and 9s, but it goes unnoticed sometimes, and he's been superb. And I thought Brad Knox was superb. His work rate covered the ground. Al Curran, alright, a couple of things didn't come off for Curran, but he still goes, he drives, he's our little creative dynamo, Ollie Crankshaw, what a goal. I've got to say, I was roasting him. I was saying, mix up your game because he cuts in all the time. and then he goes and cuts in 3 times and scores. So what do I know?
Absolutely brilliant. We've got to give a big shout out for Richard Harris for getting this game on as well, Steve.
Yeah, you know what? Obviously,
and the volunteers who came up as well.
Well, I got here about 4:15. Might have been a bit early, but my boss will see this and he thinks I'm still at work because obviously he's the chairman as well. But I got here at 4:15, straight from work, in my suit, and I've said, oh, the game ain't going to be on. And all of a sudden we've got the brushes out, but Richard's been up here with Ed Lambert, and them two have been Trojans. Now we're talking about guys in the 60s, and they're up here, you know what I mean? And it's hard, this pitch, to deal with, and they're up and down. They cleared it at 1 o'clock, and then it bloody snowed again. So then they've had to do all that hard work again to get it on. Well done, Sam. See you later, buddy. Well done, mate. Yeah, gives it a bell. Well done, mate.
Started for Thursday?
Yeah, training, yeah. I'll send it out. You know, they've cleared the pitch twice, and then all of a sudden you're sweeping up the lines just to get the game on, and then more volunteers are turning up to get the game on. So no, credit to, I think, certain people. I think of all the times to do the interview. Let's just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. This is what I have to deal with. This is what I have to deal with.
Just let them know that I bought me.
Give us a wave, lads. How do you put up with them?
I don't know. Well done, mate. Right, language. It's going out live.
Beep.
But no, you know, we mention Richard all the time because he's the groundsman, but there's Dave Priestley, Ed Lambert, Jeanette Harris.
There's a team.
Dave Craig. Who else was there? Azahurst turned up. Nick Peacock. And
young Don Walker as well tonight.
Superb. So no, big thank you. See you guys. Well done. Well done.
See you later.
Well done, boys. No, massive thank you and massive amount of gratitude to them. They've done brilliant for us because the game would have been off. Anywhere else, the game would have been off. And they've worked hard to get the game on. And I mean, look at it, Steve. It's, you know, this is what it's like all over the park, and especially in the bottom area. But then you've got to give credit to the two teams because we did try and play. You know, both teams. It wasn't just a long ball game. And I'll tell you what, considering Skelmersdale have got one at worst form records at this moment in time, and they're down there, you wouldn't have said that on that performance. No. And in tough conditions, I think if they carry on playing like that, they're going to win more games and pick more points up. And fair play to Dave with his team. But for us, you know, that's massive, mate. We've just won 5 games on the spin. That's 6 wins in 7 games for us. 8 weeks ago we were sitting 20th in the league, and then obviously all changes have come in. We've got a young side, 7 of my 11 on Saturday against Droylsden, you know, 20 or younger, and then we beat a good side in them 3-1. And then all of a sudden, you know, we're turning out our 5th win at season, 5th on the spin, and that's massive for us as a football club. It's huge. You know, we're not saying we're going to make playoffs, but we can certainly give teams a good run, or we can cause upsets. Tough conditions, we've shown a little bit of something else rather than the football that we try and play. But 5 wins, mate, it's brilliant. It is brilliant, and moving forward now to Saturday, another interesting game on a 4G pitch against a very talented Hyde United. Yeah, well, I've got a special guest here tonight who's just waiting there, actually, from up north. You know, Dave follows on Twitter a little bit, supports the team, but he's actually a South Shields fan. Who are having a fantastic season, and he's worked local in Chester, and on his way through he's come to watch us tonight, so we're hoping on Saturday we might be able to do them a bit of a favour against Hyde. I mean, I like Darren Kelly, their manager. I get on with him. He's supported me quite a lot when we had a tough time, so it's an enjoyable game going at Hyde. The pitch is perfect. Hopefully that's our pitch for the team that we've got. And then we'll be doing me mate a favour. I'm going to say you'll do the guys at South Shields a favour. I've worked with you South Shields a few times with Live Sports FM as well. So well, if we do them a favour on Saturday, say we need points for the last game of the season and we're at their place, they might just have won it by then and we can have it. So Dave, we don't need a win. But we're looking forward to Saturday because now we can go. You know, we've won 5 on the spin. Now there's no pressure. We're going to lose games. We're going to lose games sooner or later. But we've shown what we can do over this period. We've grafted tonight and it's been ugly. We've played against Droylsden and it was an organised performance. We've played in games where we've been, you know, fantastic. And Saturday, we'll go there with no fear. And the thing is, on a 4G pitch, Steve, as you know, we've got quite a lot of footballers in our side. And that's a perfect pitch to be playing your football. We can go there and try and express ourselves and play our game, you know, with pace and getting on the ball and move the ball. it'll be a tough game because they're a good side. I went to watch them last Saturday. They're a good side, but we go there with no fear. We don't fear anybody. You know, we respect everybody, but we don't fear no one. But like I said, mate, and we said the last 5 games, it's all about the 3 points, and you know, that's what we've done again.
And it's good night from you.
It's good night
from me. See you later, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
Brilliant.